Today we're going to make my almost oatmeal molasses cookies. I call them almost because there is no molasses in them, but they taste like it. They're delicious. We're going to start out by blending our first 5 ingredients, and I want to explain why we use these as we go along. This recipe has no free fat. It has no refined sugars. All the ingredients are whole foods. And the reason for that is the whole food has all the fiber and the nutrition that you need to keep your body feeling healthy and to give you the energy, the sustained energy that you need, that you won't get from the refined foods. So first of all, we're going to start out by adding our water. We add 1 cup of water to our blender. Then we have 1 can of green pitted salt-cured olives. Now with these you want to make sure that you get the kind without ferrous gluconate, which can be a little hard to find. These are only salt-cured. They don't have any vinegar in them. So you want to put those in there. Our next ingredient is flaxseed. And this ingredient right here is slippery elm bark. This ingredient is a substitute for your eggs. Then we add 1 vanilla bean and put our lid on. We will start at a low speed, and then gradually increase the speed so that we don't make a mess, and so that our small ingredients, our fine seeds, will blend well. So here we go. Now that that is smooth, we can move on to our dry ingredients. In only a few minutes, we have the flour we need. Right now, we need 1.5 cups of our flour. Then we have date sugar. This is date sugar. It is a whole food. It is just ground up dried dates. One of the sweetest dates, which is the bar high. And it is delicious in all kinds of recipes. Put it in our bowl. This is 3 cups of date sugar. Then we have our rolled oats. There's 3 cups of rolled oats. We have a mixture of cardamom and coriander, which are together they make a nice cinnamon substitute. You don't want to use cinnamon because it's irritating to the digestive system. So we have our cardamom and coriander. We have 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So we stir our dry ingredients together. We don't want to forget our nuts. We have some chopped walnuts. This is about 1 cup of chopped walnuts. And we also have some, I usually use raisins, but today I thought I would use some dried cherries to add a little flavor to it. So we want to stir those in before we add our wet ingredients. Now we make our little well in the center where our liquid is going to go. And we just pour that in. And then stir that together. Since these cookies are a whole food, you will not be having those cravings for sugar that you normally would get with regular desserts and regular sweets. The nutrition in them is you have complex carbohydrates, and you have the sugar that is broken down gradually, and it is sustaining to your system. And you're not going to have that high sugar surge, and then a big drop in your blood sugar level like you would with regular cookies. So with these, you can eat these and they will give you a sustained level of energy that will take you from one meal to the next without that urge to snack. We're going to put these in the oven and cook them at 300 degrees for 30 minutes, and they'll be done. So you may be wondering why you'd want to eat our cookies, our whole food cookies, rather than the recipe that you already have. Well, let me explain some of that. First of all, since it is a whole food, we don't have the white or brown sugar or the white flour that would be in a regular recipe. The reason you don't want those is those break down quickly in the body, causing a glucose problem. And the glucose, the high glucose enters your bloodstream, causing a blood sugar spike above normal. Your body wasn't designed for that, and your body will produce large amounts of insulin. The insulin takes care of the high blood sugar. Then that leads to weight gain. The weight gain, of course, is a problem. And within an hour or two after your insulin has taken care of the sugar, then you have the low blood sugar drop that makes you feel faint and hungry, and you start having those cravings for sugar again. Thus you repeat the cycle. With the whole food, unrefined food that we have in this recipe here, you have the whole grain flour and the whole dates, as we showed you, the whole olives. They break down slowly, thus preventing the spike in your blood sugar levels that give you that burst of energy, but then afterward is followed by the weakness and tiredness and the feeling of needing more snacks. Another bonus that I'd like to share with you that's one of my personal favorites is that it doesn't have eggs, so you don't have to worry about cholesterol, and you can eat the raw cookie dough because it doesn't have the salmonella that you'd have with the raw eggs.
Nice.